Text engine error using type tool in Photoshop Windows 8. Text engine error using type tool in Photoshop Windows 8. We have an issue here now. What is the issue? By the way, when you use the type tool, you receive the following error now. Could not complete your request because something prevented the text engine from being initialized. This is the issue here now. It's appear for you. When you use the type tool, you receive the following error. Could not complete your request because something prevented the text engine from being initialized. What is the solution? The solution here now. You should to close the Photoshop firstly, and then clear the font, cache, and restart. And you have steps here now. Step number 1, you should to exit Photoshop firstly. Number 2, in Windows Explorer, navigate to the users and cache folders. Number 3, move these two files to the recycle bin, like Adobe fnt underscore cmp apps.1st. And number 4, empty the recycle bin. You should to empty your recycle bin. And step number 5, restart your Photoshop again. So additional information. This issue, by the way, can occur after you uninstall and reinstall Photoshop several times. This issue, by the way, can occur after you uninstall and reinstall Photoshop several times. And so what about World Ready Composer for Asian scripts? World Ready Composer for Asian scripts. By the way, Photoshop includes support for Indic and Middle Eastern and Southeast Asian languages, and you can create documents using text from this language, by the way. And the World Ready Layout Composer provides correct word shaping for these scripts. And supported Asian scripts. What about supported Asian scripts? By the way, the World Ready Layout Composer supports the following language. We have Indic language, like Bengali, and like Hindi, and like Malay, and many languages here now, and Middle Eastern language like Arabic and Hebrew, and Southeast Asian, like this language here now. And do not be careful. Text features across Adobe applications don't necessarily have feature parity, as each application can rely on different text engines, and also text features can vary according to the primary usage of the application, like image editing and page layout and illustration, and so on. And so the preservation of formatting, style, and editability across applications can also vary according to the type treatments you choose to apply. And the Southeast Asian SEA languages or scripts are not currently supported, by the way, on all Adobe products. And moving SEA text from an Adobe applications that currently supports scripts to an application that doesn't support them, and is likely to result in the loss of some or all text copy and formatting edits. In this case, not the following. Image files may need to be flattened before moving from Photoshop to other applications, by the way. And text files from Adobe Illustrator may need to be converted to outlines before usage in other applications. And text convergence may result in a loss of editability when moved from one application to another. And how to install relevant language and font packs. How to install relevant language and font packs if you use Windows. To use this language, by the way, properly on Windows, you should to install the language and font packs for the particular language you want to use. For details, see Microsoft Help's documentation. And how to create documents using Asian languages. How to create documents using Asian languages. By the way, Photoshop provides options for selecting your text engine based on the language to be used in your Photoshop document. And how to create document. How to create a document. create a document. To create a document using one of the Southeast Asian language, we have steps here now. Step number 1, choose edit, then choose preferences, then choose type. Step number 2, you have to choose under choose text engine options, then select world ready layout. Step number 3, open a document. Step number 4, create a type layer. Step number 5, in the character panel, select a language. Step number 6, based on the language you select, set an appropriate font. For example, if you choose Thai language, set a Thai font such as Adobe Thai or Noto Sans Thai. Step number 7, copy and paste the text composed in the language that you choose. And if you have a language specific keyboard, set up simply type the text. Like the next image now. Choose a preferred text engine option in type preferences. And not here please now. Select the correct and relevant layout fonts and language options dictionary for script composition to appear correctly. And how to select a layout? Select a layout in the flyout menu of the paragraph panel. The layouts, by the way, listed below are available. And Latin and East Asian layout supports Latin and East Asian languages, and world ready layout supports Indic and Middle Eastern and Southeast Asian languages, by the way, like this screenshot now. It uses a paragraph layout. And how to select a language? In the character panel, click the language option to display a list of languages and select a desired language from the list. Like this screenshot now. Select the desired language option in the character panel.